You're not gonna wait until January before you're gonna take action and glow up. Now is the time to really make changes. Now we're starting our winter arc. You're not just gonna let loose and wait until the year's over. We don't wait for January. You're gonna start January ahead of all the other people. You're gonna enter your hot girl autumn era. And I'm gonna show you the autumn winter habits that will turn you into a hot girl. And I'm also gonna following those habits because I'm doing winter arc with you. The very first thing that you want to start is creating a hot girl mindset, because being a hot girl starts with thinking like a hot girl. And here's what you're going to do, because you really need to start to envision who you want to become. Who do you want to be when January hits? Who do you want to be this New Year's Eve? You will start to create a hot girl mood board. Do it on Pinterest. That's where I do it. And you just pin all the pins that really speak to you, that really speak to that version of who you want to become, and make sure that it's really speaking to you and that you're not just taking what other people are saying, what other girls are saying online, and think that this is your aesthetic or this is your vibe, and it's maybe not actually your vibe. So you really want to only pin things that really speak to your authentic self, that you really resonate with. If you think about the
hottest version of yourself,
who is this? It's the version of you that you're just obsessed with. What's her vibe? What are her habits? What are her routines? Pin the meals that she's eating, pin the style that she has, pin the interior of her home that she has. And then what you will do, and this is literally going to be such a game changer for you, you're gonna log into Pinterest. I don't care if it's in the morning when you have your coffee or on your lunch break or in the evening. It doesn't matter when, but you're gonna log into Pinterest and you're gonna scroll through that mood board every day. You need to connect with that version of who you want to become daily. You want to maybe pin some more pins. You really just want to soak up that vibe of that girl that you are becoming, because this is how you will literally reprogram your mind to become that girly. And in order to create that hot girl mindset, you really want to start asking yourself, when you make a decision, what will my hot girl version do? What would she decide? Would she just chill on the sofa and not do anything, or would she get up and do the thing? How does she talk to herself every day? Does she put herself down or does she lift herself up? Think about a girl that you really aspire to be like, or that you really admire. It could be a model, could be an actress, could be a singer, someone that you just find so mesmerizing and cool and confident, and just like for you it's the hottest girl. Think about what she is thinking. What is her mindset? I'm telling you, she will not hate herself. I'm telling you, she thinks that she's a freaking badass. So you need to learn to think like that hottest girl version of yourself. And when you start doing that, when you start really like loving yourself from the inside out and like telling like nice things to yourself, your energy will completely change and you will become more magnetic, and you will really step into that energy of that hot girl version of yourself. The next habit that you're gonna start is really creating a mindful morning routine. And it doesn't have to be something long, it doesn't have to be something like complex, but you have to create something that will really get you into a good vibe. Your hot girl takes time in the morning for herself. She's not rushing, she's not skipping breakfast, she's not being lazy in the morning and just doom scrolling right after waking up. And she's really connecting with herself. And I'm not saying you need to like run 10 kilometers in the morning, but really like do something that nourishes yourself. Do a little stretching routine, do some meditation. I like to wake up and visualize myself being the hottest girl version of myself today. Like, what does this look like? What does my dream life look like? Like, how would I show up and really like feel into being that person? I like having a simple workout in the morning where I just move my body. I love doing my skincare in the morning. I love journaling in the morning where I just write a few sentences. Even like, it doesn't even have to be like crazy amount of page writing that you have to do, just like a few sentences, and just ask yourself like, how do I want to feel today? How I want to show up today? What will make me feel accomplished by the end of the day? What would my hottest girl version do today? What wouldn't she do today? Write down your intentions for the day, like setting intentions. Your hottest girl version, she's not just winging it. She's not just like la 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 starting the day and no clue. Like, she has a plan. She knows what she's doing. She has focus because she's a badass. Let's be real. The next thing you're gonna start doing is hot girl walks. I know you just want to lay on the sofa watching Netflix because it's cold and rainy outside and dark, but you're gonna get your little ass up and you're gonna go outside and go on your hot girl walk. Daily movement is literally key to staying energized, especially when it's darker, because we just want to sleep all day, but you actually get energy from movement. I work on walking at least an hour a day, so you don't just have to like do it outside. You can also get a walking pad, which I would absolutely recommend, especially if you work from home and you just like walk an hour. I walk half an hour in the morning after breakfast, and then I walk half an hour after my lunch break, and that makes me feel amazing. So aim for 10k steps. Everybody says that, but it's actually such a good goal to like aim for. If you just want to like chill at home and like not move, think about what your hot girl version would do. This is literally like the best thought that I can give you, is like think about what she would do and then just do what she would do. The next habit you need to do is hydration. Can be teas, especially teas are super nice in winter, but make sure it's also water. When I wake up in the morning, I literally have a huge glass of water right away because you are dehydrated when you wake up. And I feel like in winter, you're kind of like not drinking as much because you're not that thirsty, because you don't sweat as much. But it's super important that you just have a glass of water, especially work from home, just next to your desk. When you are thirsty, that is already the first sign that you're actually dehydrated. So when you don't drink enough, you might confuse thirst with hunger, and then you start eating more, you start snacking more, especially if you're on a weight loss journey and you don't want to wait until January to lose weight because you are already kicking ass now. Then make sure that you drink enough. And then what you want to do is you really want to start eating nourishing foods. It's so great in autumn and winter to eat seasonal foods like more root vegetables, potatoes, like really hearty, warmy foods. There's so many great recipes you can do. There's soups, there's stews, there's oven roasted vegetables and potatoes, there's curries. I love making curries. And you can add so many different spices, so many different vegetables, and it's super important also to like really emphasize your gut health, especially in winter, but like all year round obviously. But in winter especially, because your gut health, your gut microbiome and the quality of your gut health is connected to all of your body, is connected to your brain health, is connected to your immune health, and you especially want to take good care of that in winter. Then if you start eating more nourishing foods, you're also going to notice that you're going to feel so much more energized. You're just going to feel so much better with yourself, and you're also going to be proud of yourself because you're actually really taking care of your body because you love yourself. Hot girls love themselves and they really take good care of their body. And with that, the next habit that you're going to start doing is more home cooking. Obviously it's easy because you don't really want to go out all the time anyway. You're going to save money with home cooked meals. You're going to eat much healthier. It's going to probably help you with weight loss because you have actual control of your portions and of your ingredients that are in your meals. I went out yesterday with a friend and I spent 30 euros on a meal, and we had like 2 drinks, and obviously it was loads of calories, which is fine, but like if you do this like regularly, like that is a lot of money and a lot of calories. What I love to do is me and my boyfriend, we go out once a week for shopping. Like we plan our meals in advance. It's also super fun to do that because you can be creative. You can look up recipes on Instagram, on TikTok, on Pinterest, and you can just like plan your meals for the week. The next thing that you want to do, you want to start taking your supplements, especially in winter. The supplements that are super important are omega-3 that you can get through fatty fish, but I take supplements. I take actually algae supplements, so these are vegan supplements. They're like high dosage because I just don't eat enough oily fish to get the omega-3 that I need. And omega-3 is super important for your cognitive function, for your energy levels, also influences gut health. Iron is also super important, especially for my bleeding girlies. And I feel like that a lot of girls have iron deficiency, and I always notice this when I feel tired, when I feel lethargic, when I feel like, oh, I don't really have energy. That can often be down to iron deficiency. And the next thing that you really want to supplement in winter, that was a huge freaking game changer for me because I used to always have like this winter depression. Like winter hits, the darkness hits, and you just get depressed and you get sad and you get anxious and you just feel like really not good about yourself. But I don't really have that anymore. I actually love autumn and winter now. Like I'm such a winter girly. That was not always the case, and what really helped me was vitamin D3. Like I take it all year around, but I increase my dosage in winter because especially if you're a girl in like Northern Europe or even in Europe in general, like we just don't get enough sun. However, what I would probably recommend if you've never done this before, do a blood test at your doctor's and check for iron, check for B12, the B vitamins, and check for vitamin D3 and just see your levels. And I'm gonna tell you, I probably promise you that you will have low levels, especially when it comes to vitamin D3. The next thing you want to stop doing is doom scrolling, especially at night. And I'm also telling this myself. I am a TikTok doom scroller. I love doom scrolling in the evening. I just like, it relaxes me, but I also notice that I often cannot fall asleep because I'm just like so shaken up. Maybe I saw something on TikTok that was like about true crime and then I can't really like sleep anymore. I would really recommend not to do it in bed. And what I would actually recommend you do is you get a book that you really like to read, because I always used to read these like personal development books and I just never really got excited about reading them. And then I realized, oh, it's because they kind of bore me. Honestly, like at night, I don't really want to read this. Like I want to read like a cool story or something, like something that I'm really excited for. And I got a book recently and this is like really good. It's called Sociopath and Memoir, and that's like super interesting. I actually love this book. I'm actually getting excited to go to bed and read it. Get a good book, because if you're not a reading girly, it's probably because you're not reading a good book. And then you don't actually want to doom scroll, then you actually just want to read and then go to bed. The next habit that you really want to start to incorporate is skincare. With these colder months ahead now, you really need good skincare. You Skin needs extra attention. I am prone to dry skin, so I really need something that is really moisturizing for my skin, that keeps my skin hydrated. And I'm literally obsessed with skincare right now. It also really shows yourself that you take care of yourself. Skincare is also part of body care, so not only your facial skin, but also your whole body is important, right? Get a good exfoliate so that you get like the dead skin off. Get like a nice body lotion that you love. I have different body lotions, and I just like after a shower in the morning, I just love to put on my body lotion. It makes me feel so good. It makes me really feel like I'm taking care of myself. The next thing that you really want to start doing, which I think is such a great thing in winter, I love doing it in winter, is going to saunas. Regular saunas can actually help and strengthen your immune system, which is really important in winter, especially because it helps to increase your white blood cells, and your white blood cells are the blood cells that help fight disease. So going to a sauna really helps you to improve your blood circulation, and it really helps to release stress and enhances your mood. Honestly, it is so good, especially after a stressful day or after a stressful week, to go to the sauna and you literally feel all the stress, all like the heaviness just fall off of you. And the next thing you want to pay attention to, and like really habit that you want to create, is getting dressed in the morning. Don't look like a slob in the morning, and you really want to start to up-level your style this winter. If you really struggle with your style, then you just want to go on Pinterest or on TikTok and really save all the style inspo that you are resonating with. This is not about spending a lot of money. You can also go to thrift shops. Like I got this really cute suede jacket from a flea market in Amsterdam, and it was like 30 euros, and it's so cute. Becoming your hot girl version is really also up-leveling your style and changing your style a little bit, and really like being brave and bold, and like really wearing things that you really want to wear. Stop being scared of wearing what you really want to wear. Do a little wardrobe clean out. Put things on Vinted. Sell things. Give them away. Stop wearing the same jumper that you've worn for like 10 years. And it's really worth it if you have the money to invest in a few statement pieces that your hot girl version would wear. Maybe a pair of boots, a nice blazer, get a nice coat. Coats can be so chic, and a coat is really like an investment. Like I got my coat from Mango last year. Yes, it was like 200 euros, but I'm gonna wear it for like the next 3-4 winters. Think about your hot girl mood board and really put like things on your mood board that are also involving style and what your hot girl version is dressing like, because I think it really helps you to really step into that version. And then what you want to do is you really want to have an evening wind down routine. I already mentioned that I like to read and not to doom scroll anymore. I'm gonna cook a nice meal in the evening. I'm not like skipping dinner or anything. I really like practice, especially from like Monday to Thursday during the work week, a proper routine. On the weekends it's obviously all a little bit different, but you just want to like think about a wind down routine that really makes you fall asleep. Maybe you want to plan your next day in the evening. Sometimes I like to journal in the evening and just like make some plans for the next day. It can also be like, I love to watch Netflix. Like it's not like that you cannot watch TV or anything. I love to like have dinner, then I watch a little show with my partner, do my skincare routine, read my book, and then go to bed. Like it doesn't have to be something crazy, but just have something that you really stick to, that feels like now, that tells your body like now it's time to go to bed, now it's time to calm down. Because that small habit, to just like having the small routine in the evening, will actually help you to kick ass the next day. And while we were talking about food earlier, make sure to watch this video about the 24 foods to eat in 2024, because they will give you a lot of inspo of what things you should eat, what things you could eat, what things are good for your gut health. And make sure to follow me on TikTok because I share a lot more glow up tips there. Okay girlies, I'm excited for your winter arc, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Mwah!